Hi everyone, welcome back to Duo Gaming, and welcome back to Journeys in Djruthourhi, the first episode for 2023. Um, I'm back here with our Light Gambit players. We've had a nice little break. I've had plenty of time to plot and enjoy my planning, and we even had a holiday episode if you want to check that out. It should be up maybe today or tomorrow, possibly. Couple of exciting things happening. We're getting the Discord up and running, a public Discord to post about all the different campaigns. We're going to be posting in like artwork and little tidbits, maybe some memes, things like that. We're going to even start doing something we're going to possibly call Interviews from the Void. It's going to be an interview series where we have an interdimensional being come in and start pulling some of our characters from different campaigns into this little pocket dimension and begin asking them questions about their life and their activities within the games. So that's going to be there. A lot of exciting things coming up, a lot of things in the work. It's going to be a great year for Duo Gaming. And of all this, we're glad we have you guys watching. We're glad we have you guys in our community. And we look forward to gaining more people watching and just having fun with it all and making a nice, respectful place for gamers and watchers alike. Because remember, you don't have to enjoy playing D&D to enjoy watching it. So here we are. Quick little recap. Last we were with Light's Gambit. They had some quiet, somewhat relaxing downtime within the Gentle Voice Tavern within the city or town of Pav. There was a festival in Pav celebrating the Silvarie. Characters don't really know what that is yet, but they had some arm wrestling within the tavern. There was Lanyar made a new potion and actually found a new test subject. Our group paid for drinks for the entire bar, and with some hijinks here and some hijinks there, they ended up finding themselves kind of playing a central part to the festival and the presentation of the history of the Silvarie and the town of Pav itself. When we left off, we had Seren dressed as one of the dancing priestesses for the event, backstage preparing to go out and perform her duties as a dancer, just so she wouldn't get caught. We had the rest of the group having rounded up Lanyar's wayward test subject so that he wouldn't start a fire. And Lanyar seemingly rewarded by being the one to light the ceremonial fire for what was to come. Kev Corvus has been rushing around trying to get everything set and ready, and right before we left our session 3 weeks ago, the music had started, the curtains had opened, and we were about to see just what goes on in the Festival of the Silvarie. So, welcome back, my players. Are we ready to head into this?
No.
Yes.
We could just put off this indefinitely.
No, we can't. No, we can't.
No. Where's the popcorn?
It could just
I'm eating
be
it.
like the drama with Kaylin and Kyrie where we wait 4 months and then nothing really happens.
Oh,
I wish we had cameras.
Yeah.
Taking pictures of Seren. A moment to never forget.
all right. Well, let's get in on this. As the music starts, a calm and peaceful sound, the curtains open, and the dancers, 9 of them in total, begin to walk out and filter themselves among the crowd. And Seren, a couple of the females have taken upon themselves to kind of guide you, and you're led by your hand to stop somewhere about center of the crowd and just kind of to wait among them. There are two of the girls within your visual line so that you can see what they do and try to mimic it. Now, as this, I'm going to explain something. As this presentation goes on, Seren, you'll be asked to make some checks. And how those checks go will depend on your performance and if you stay undercover or not. There could be repercussions, there could be rewards. We don't know until we get there. Are you prepared?
Boy.
No. Seren, if Seren wasn't a professional, she would sit on the floor and
Lanyar, you are led back by Kev Corvus as the music starts and the dancers are filling out. He takes you to this wooden contraption that appears to be almost elvish in construction. It's very ornate with leaves and branches carved into it. It seems very old, but it's in very good working condition from what you can see. He shows you a small pocket with a long chamber inside, and you can smell lamp oil inside of the chamber. Now, Sir Gnome, it is very important when I go on that stage that you be listening. And when I say the word light for the first time, you need to light the fuel within this lamp so that the presentation can start. Do you understand?
Yes, but do you understand that wood and fire don't mix very well?
We have used this machine for generations. It would be a tragedy if anything bad were to happen upon it on your watch.
Well, I'm warning you now, fire and wood does not coexist.
Kev Corvus just kind of reaches up and rubs his temple. Gives Lanyar a pat on the head. I have every confidence that you will do well. And he seems almost pained as he turns around. Any final words?
Then you're just gonna stroke his finger on the wood with his fingernail and just kind of like sniff it.
It's a very hard wood, and it appears to be coated in something you're not quite sure what it is from that little bit of investigation. So as the dancers are out, Kev Corvus steps out onto the stage. He takes a deep breath, and you all watch as he opens his hands and kind of spreads them like wings. Welcome, citizens of Pav, travelers, and our guests. Tonight, we tell the tale of the Silvarie, a tale of how the light, a tale of how the light
Lanyar's gonna quickly just try and light the thing with this.
Lanyar, give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check.
What are you using to light it?
I wasn't given anything, so Lanyar is gonna try to use whatever he can, which in this situation.
You don't have any way of making fire?
I have a fireball, I have scorching ray, I have quite a bit of stuff, but none which would apply in this small enclosed space, unfortunately.
You better do something.
Hang on one sec.
Run out of time.
Lanyar's definitely. I have a lightning bolt.
It's your choice, my friend.
Lanyar is going to. very quickly look outside of the hole and see if he sees any fire anywhere.
Give me a perception check.
It's going great, guys.
This is going absolutely wonderful.
I have a sort of good one.
Lanyar, as you look around from where you're currently stationed, there is a lantern hanging behind stage, a hooded lantern.
Lanyar will take out a torch from inside of his bag, put it on
Okay.
the lantern, wait for it to light on fire, and stick it in the oil.
As you lift up the torch, you're about 6 inches too short.
Lanyar is gonna jump.
Give me an athletics check. Hold on.
Oh, Lanyar.
It could have been worse. It could have been a natural one.
You could have rolled a 1 and got -0 or -1.
Is
Okay.
anyone nearby Lanya right now?
No, he's backstage. You're all...
We're in the crowd.
So, as Lanyard jumps and tries to hit the lantern with the torch, you definitely hit the lantern, but it falls off and hits the ground. And there's a loud shatter as the glass in the lantern breaks, and luckily, things don't catch on fire.
Is there still fire on the ground?
The lantern is still there and now open.
Lanyar is gonna put the torch into the fire.
Okay. You hear Kev Corvus from the stage. Light! Light!
You're just gonna yell, "It's coming! Hang on, we didn't think this through."
The people in the crowd are starting to murmur and whisper to each other. I don't know. It's never done this. It's never taken this long. He said light. It's supposed to light up. Is this some kind of omen? Is this a sign? Has the Silvarie, forsaken us? What? There's a baby that starts to cry.
Hearing some of these whispers, Kaelin says, "Ah yes, Silvarie wishes us to be patient."
Give me a persuasion check, Kaelin.
If Kaelin's within... Oh wait, is that for checks or saves? I think it's for
That's
saves.
for saves.
God damn it. Aura of protection.
Can I just roll this specifically to you, Dumey, so that I don't have the
Go for
the
it.
shade? Yeah,
you
there we go.
can roll it directly to me.
Yep, that's about fucking right.
Somebody looks at Kaelin, a rather old man. Well, what do you know of the Silvarie? You're not from Pav. Anybody else want to try anything while Lanyard struggles?
Malagos would like to back up Kaelin and say, "No, they're right. The gods often test us in mysterious ways, asking for our patience. Good things come to those who wait."
I would love to give Kaelin advantage on their previous roll. However, I'm going to make Malagos roll.
Before that, I'd like to yell, "The mighty Ixen
Wow.
demands patience!"
Oh no.
Malagos, make that disadvantage.
You motherfucker!
Okay.
Okay.
You had to
Mi-
mention it. Did you?
There's a
Stupid glare.
few there's a few glares from the crowd to Hawks, but they seem to calm down and kind of nod to Malagos and her presence as the silvery dragonborn that she is. Hawks, or not Hawks, Lanyar, how are we doing? You got your fire.
I got my fire. Lanyar is done going to attempt to light the oil and hope that it lights quickly.
Okay. Easy enough. You're small enough. It's easy to slide the torch in there. You light the oil, and in a brilliant... the lights come up. The torch lights up and kind of covers this canvas like it's a white canvas that seems to be covered in the same lamp oil. And it makes this large square of light that shines firelight onto the parchment. And from the stage, you all can see the light play against this parchment and make its shadows and everything. And as Corvus stands there, he seems to calm down for a moment and take a breath and breathe. A tale of how the light from a soaring star drove out the darkness from our hearts. Now, on the parchment, the shadow of a comet goes across the sky in the background. It was a time of loss and waywardness. The dragons had left us, leaving Pav, once a town of draconic worship and devotion, without direction or purpose. Our people had become depressed, and this drew in the Grillic. The shadow puppets began to show on the parchment, and this shows saddened faces like the classic dramatic masks. There's also a couple of these short, little, rotund figures that have 3 eyes that just seem to stare intently into one's souls, and they're colored in black. These creatures were born and fed off of loneliness, sadness, and grief. They began to harass, to sabotage, to vandalize our shops, our homes, and our very lives. Seren and Malagos, roll me a history check.
Oh.
Seren and Malagos, you recognize this black silhouette of a figure that's on the parchment. You remember one sitting inside of a desk drawer.
No.
Like the desk drawer where we nearly... Oh, wait, the desk drawer that blinded us, or the one with the shadow assassin?
Oh, the little
Same
creature
one.
that you tried to kidnap. Is this that little shadow creature? Is that what the little desk? He was like a little blob something.
It was
He's
in the
black
Mage's
and inky.
office.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and he was like fixated. Oh, son of a bitch. What was it called? That.
Seren, as Kev Corvus says this, the dancers begin to twirl in place with the ribbons high, and they slowly begin to lower them as they start the spin standing on toes and slowly finish the spin in a crouch. You have a choice. You can make acrobatics check or performance check. You will not always have this choice, as you can only use your acrobatics twice in this performance to save yourself.
That's fine. I'm gonna start strong.
Alright.
It's strong.
Seren, you quickly notice what the girls are doing, and you kind of take a cue. And as they twirl, you twirl, and you see them going lower, and you kind of make the inference, and you end up in a crouch with the ribbon kind of falling around you within the crowd. Kev Corvus continues. This is when the Silvarie came to us. Like a shooting star soaring across the sky, she came to us out of the eastern darkness. Her brilliance and beauty captivated all who witnessed the moon shimmering on her shining wings and frills, and her cries, both hopeful and mournful, filled their hearts. The shadows on the parchment here begin to show a dragon soaring through the sky and landing next to the silhouette of a small town or village. The wings open up, and what was once a dragon turns into what appears to be half woman, half dragon, with frills and scaled bits and wings that are folded upon her back. The dancers here start moving towards the stage, and they kind of group together. And Seren, as you begin to follow them to where the grouping is, a couple of the girls start pushing you towards the middle. The other 8 dancers, 4 on each side of you, begin to wave their ribbons like wings, like you are the Silvarie. And it is up to you how you walk forward. What attitude, what steps, what expression are you showing as you play the part of the Silvarie?
I'm going to try not to grimace.
Okay.
So she's going to try to look very graceful, like long, like matching her stride to the others, trying to be very graceful, very... The word's not stoic, but...
Fiercely beautiful, perhaps?
No.
Are you thinking regal?
Regal, thank you.
Okay. Now, the rest of the party, as you're watching this, if you guys want to try and do something to enhance anything, to help anything, I'm not going to... Go ahead.
I would like to create a trail of blazing sparks from behind Seren.
Okay.
Lanyar, see what's going on from back where he is, or no?
You have the ability to come out from where you are. Your lighting.
Oh no,
is...
I don't want to.
Oh, you don't want to? You're just tending the flame.
I want to know if
moment?
I can see. I want to know if I'm able to see anything from.
Oh yes, there is a small window where you can kind of like see a lower stage angle, like along the floor. That's kind of inconspicuous to anybody watching from outside, but you're able to see.
I'm just gonna reach into his bag and take out the vial.
Oh no. Okay. Seren?
Spirit Shroud is not a self thing. I'd use it because I feel like it would look really cool.
Okay.
It's a self thing.
Seren, with the help of your party members, give me performance with advantage.
It's not terrible.
Members of the crowd kind of swoon and smile, and some even like put their hand over their heart as they watch this beautiful elven maiden enacting the part of their cherished and revered historical figure. You did well, Seren. Though it is said...
Seren is so uncomfortable.
So uncomfortable?
So uncomfortable. She's like, I hope no one from work sees me.
Though it
Malgus
is...
right at you.
Kev Corvus continues. Though it is said that the Silvarie has the charm to soothe even the maddest of red beasts, she could do little to quell the invasion of the Grillic. However, it was her wit that brought together the Fae of these lands to fend off the Grillic. She brought together the 3 clans, Choil of the wood, Debro of the water, and Runda of the underground. Once these clans fought over land, but it was the Silvarie who gave them a purpose and brought them together to save our home. On the parchment there are images of sprites, and there's like a very, very wood, like, you know, wearing leaves and carrying spears as those of the woodlands. There's the water ones that have like long flowing, almost like kelp or seagrass dresses, and the underground seem to be more hardy with like a more baggy attire made from fabrics made from the earth. The dancers, Seren, break off from this formation of the Silvarie and once again begin to frolic among the crowd, mimicking the erratic movements of pixies. What would you like to do?
I would be I'm used to weaving in between crowds when I'm doing the thieving stuff, so I'm just gonna weave in between the crowds and not steal anything. And
Okay.
trail my ribbon behind me.
Okay. because this is a skill you're used to having, go ahead and give me a stealth check. You all watch as Seren begins to weave masterfully through the crowd. She's better than even the dancers. She doesn't bump into anyone. She doesn't bother or disturb any garment or anything that anyone's carrying. Even her ribbon manages to avoid everybody as she flits and floats through, almost like smoke, weaving around obstacles. It's another good success there, Seren. Kev Corvus continues. The Fae pushed the Grillic from our land and brought their blessing upon our people. To this day, the Fae guard the resting place of the Silvarie, and we, citizens of Pav, protect the Lodestone. Upon the parchment, there's a battle playing out behind Kev Corvus. The fairies and the Grillic fighting out against the backdrop of the town. The Grillic end up running off as Kev reaches into his robes and pulls out a brilliant chunk of magenta crystal. Seren, the dancers return to the stage as Kev Corvus is speaking. It's a very serene and soft gait as they are able to leap up onto the stage with barely a sound, their ribbons flowing behind them like gentle waves of water. This is going to be a performance or a dexterity check. And remember, you only have one more dexterity check to use.
Do I know how much longer the performance is going to go for?
No, you've never been here.
Damn it. Or performance.
Alright.
I have an
What-
inspiration card, but I feel like I should wait.
It's up
You
to
can
you.
use your inspiration after you fail.
Yeah,
Okay.
after you fail.
Thanks. Yeah, you know what?
That 12 is looking much nicer than that 8.
The 12 looking much nicer.
Show me the inspiration die then.
So I roll another d20.
No,
Well, you have a card.
Oh,
What's it
you.
say?
Yeah, what is your card?
X up to my first.
Yeah, roll. You
Immediately
gain
re-roll it.
advantage. You can either re-roll that 8 or take the 12.
No, I'm gonna stick with the 12 because statistically,
Okay, I gotcha. So, Seren, you're not... Because you're watching and doing at the same time, you make the motions well enough. You're not as silent as the dancers when they leap up onto stage because they've practiced this move before. But you match it and it doesn't seem to throw anybody else off of the illusion of what is being played out. That's another success. Kev Corvus continues as he begins to lift what he called the lodestone up above his head. This gift, given to us by the Silvarie, before she too disappeared, has brought prosperity and peace to our home. Let us all give reverence to the Silver Mother and her charity towards us all. On the parchment, a large shadow of a winged woman is shown behind Kev Corvus before the wings of the woman flap, and what was the woman turns once again into the dragon and flies off towards the top of the screen. The dancers begin to swirl and prance around Kev Corvus, Seren, and the lodestone. The ribbons are held high, like light beams shining down upon the lodestone. Once again, performance or dexterity.
Path stone of good luck.
I do have a stone of good luck.
Yeah.
So that would add a 1 to any of my rolls. So I'll roll performance.
Okay. Seren, as you perform this move, your ribbon shines the most brilliant of all. And you're starting to really feel the music and this role, and in spite of yourself, that excitement of being on stage is almost akin to the excitement you get when you're performing your craft. It may not linger and last forever, but for the moment, it's there, and it influences your movements. A bit of that wood elf heritage coming out into your grace. As Kev Corvus brings the lodestone down, and the dancers go into a kneel wherever they stand at this point, he begins a prayer. As the crowd repeats each line that he speaks. Praise be to the Silvarie, brightest star in the darkest night. And the crowd repeats. I'm not going to stop every time, but crowd repeats. Beast of the lake, lady of the waters, may her shimmering wings protect us, her song soothe us, and her brilliant gaze watch over us. Our hearts to thee, O Silver Mother, our spirits yours to raise on your soaring of peaceful skies. There's a moment of silence among the crowd as everybody's heads are bowed. And then they all look up. Kev Corvus makes a slight bow, and everyone begins to applaud. After the applause, Kev kind of straightens up and lets the dancers do their bows. Well, thank you everyone for attending tonight's performance of the history of the Silvarie. Please enjoy the festivities. Feel free to return to town or linger around the shrine, as the attendants will be here to answer any of your questions. And thank you once again. Praise be to the Silver Mother. And Kev Corvus wraps up the lodestone, places it back into his cloak, and steps backstage.
Seren's gonna ask one of the other dancers very quietly. We're not an attendant, are we? I don't have to answer questions.
Oh no, dear, no, we're done for tonight. We do this as kind of part of the show.
Cool.
And go ahead, Seren. Sorry.
That wasn't so terrible. That could have been worse.
Seren, as you're standing there talking with the other dancers, a young boy comes up and hands you a very large bouquet of wildflowers.
I'm gonna, bob down to his level, and I'm gonna say thank you so much, and I'm gonna take a piece of ribbon out of my hair and give it to him and say thank you so much. These are wonderful.
Oh, you were so beautiful. Everybody liked you. My dad couldn't keep his eyes off of you.
That's fabulous.
And the little boy climbs down off stage. And Seren, you do notice that you are starting to gather a small crowd.
I'm quite correct with my blood. Does Malachite look out like a signpost?
Oh, of course. Your party's still standing. Whatever they're doing, they haven't moved apparently.
So Sarah
Oh,
goes
look,
like,
I'm in big silver armor. I stick out like a fucking sore thumb. You can't miss me.
thank you,
Silver hero!
thank you so much.
Like, this is gonna clap a hand down on Hox's shoulder, and lean in and be like, if you ever mention Ixen, in a group of people who do not say anything about him, I'm putting you in timeout. And she's gonna lean up and just pat his shoulder a little roughly.
But superhero.
Stop mentioning your god. People don't like him here.
Fine.
If other people mention him first, then you can go hog wire and enjoy the conversation, but don't do it unless someone else mentions him.
Okay.
Don't even look when I fully mention my god. I'm gonna have to teach you how to find and bring together temples. Well, I don't know if I want to with yours. That's
You guys are beginning to notice that Seren is slowly becoming surrounded by her quote-unquote adoring fans. But for a moment, we step backstage with Kev Corvus as he goes to check on the lighter of the torch. Lanyar, are you still in your spot?
Lanyar is looking at the fire and holding the vial in his hand.
oh no.
Kev Corvus kind of kneels down. Well, it was a bit of a rough start, but it was your first time, and when you did light it, it was well done, and I praise and thank you for aiding in our reverence of the Silvarie.
Yeah. Well, that was your fault. You didn't give me anything to light it with.
Oh, well, I just assumed that an adventurer would have something to... I apologize.
I can shoot a fireball if you want.
I don't think... As fantastic and brilliant as that spectacle would have been, I commend you for choosing much more modest means.
Yeah. I'm gonna hand him the vial and go, you should use this next time you need to light something with oil.
He
Oh god.
kind of looks down at the vial. What is this?
It's a quicker version of the oil, and it's better, trust me.
Oh, well, very well. I'll put this in a safe place. And I suppose I should give you something in return. Aha! I know. And he reaches into his robes and pulls out a small silver medallion. This medallion, Lanyar, it glints in the light with an almost liquid metal kind of look. In the real world, think of like molten aluminum or even mercury. And he kind of holds it out and offers it.
Then you're just gonna grab it and take a bite out of it. Well, just bite it.
Yeah, bite it?
That's how
Lanyar,
he knows it's not gold.
as you bite it, Lanyar, give me a perception check. Wait. No. Perception is what? Wisdom or intelligence?
Perception is wisdom.
Perception is wisdom.
Give me an alchemy, your alchemist tools check with your wisdom modifier.
Oh boy. Alright. Hang on. Alchemist tools. With my intelligence, you said?
Wisdom.
Or wisdom? Oh, this is gonna be horrible. Alright.
Okay.
Oh yes, so horrible.
Listen.
Lanyar, as you bite into this, you notice that there is no taste of any kind of metallic substance at all. In fact, it's very hard. And the closest thing that comes to mind is it tastes organic in nature, and because of your way of alchemists and different ingredients, the smell, the texture, and the taste of many different substances. This substance is something rare, and it might take more study, but from your knowledge, it's draconic in nature.
And he's gonna put it away and he's like, "Do you have any gold or anything?"
Gold? Well, I mean, the Silvarie was a dragon, of course, but not a dragon that hoarded treasure, and we do not do so here, as it is not her way.
Okay, well, you put that oil to good use, maybe for your next fancy. He points around and goes, "Thing."
I don't think you understand, Sir Gnome. The medallion I just gave you, if you were ever in the Silvarie's presence, she will recognize you as one of her children. And she will give you favor.
Do you know where she is?
Well, I mean, of course not. She's basically a deity. It's not of us mortals to know. No, we don't know.
Lanyar is going to take it back out and and identify the medallion.
Oh, okay. Lanyar, this medallion has a magical property to it, yes. Your identification of it, it comes to be the scale of a Mercury dragon. There is an enchantment upon it, and that once per day, you may gain resistance against thunder damage for 1 hour.
Lanyar's gonna go, "Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, not
Did you ever
resistance,
use-
immunity.
Interesting. Even more interesting." Lanyar's gonna go, does she ever use lightning or thunder, electricity?
Well, she sang songs, and it is said that her songs can either soothe or destroy.
Lanyar's gonna give him a look of like, "You're not answering my question." Okay. Well, thank you. Do you know where that guy is with the sweat?
Oh, we sent him home.
Do you happen to know where he lives?
I do not personally, but I'm sure someone around here does.
Okay, and Lanyard just walks away.
And Kev just kind of stands up and... Very well. And he walks off as well. Do you go out to the crowds, Lanyard, where your party is? Is that where you're headed? Or are you going someplace else?
Find the closest person that looks similar to what the dude look like, or dressed similar to what the dude look like, and I'm gonna ask if they know where they live. I'm just gonna do my own thing of reconnaissance to see if I can find out where he lives.
Lanyard just walking around the crowd. Hey, do you know where this guy lives?
Exactly. He's like, "Do you know where that guy is that looks exactly like you but isn't here?"
What's his name?
His name, I don't know, but he sweat. It smelled kind of like oil of sorts.
Oh, I'm not sure who you're talking of.
Jordan of no use to me, and then just walks around until he eventually reaches the party.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's see here. Lanyar, you talked to 3 more people as you're wandering around. None of which know anything of what you're talking about.
Is this where we find out that Lanyar's racist and he's just like going up to people with the same skin color and hair color?
No, the same race. Like, you're humans.
The
you
same
know,
outfit, he says.
It's the same outfit. Same outfit. I'm outfitist.
Yeah, he's outfitist. The same shoes, because that's what Lanyar sees.
All peasants look the same.
He's just walking around sniffing people. He's like, you might smell similar to him.
Alright. As Lanyar makes it back to the group, this is when you guys are starting to realize that Seren may be becoming a little overwhelmed with fans.
Malagos would like to walk towards Seren.
Kalen's gonna slip through the crowd.
Give me a
about
dexterity
10 feet.
check.
Seren's being very polite and friendly to everyone. She's trying really hard to be a
Dexterity
good
check.
person.
Dexterity check for Kalen. Strength check for Malagos.
So if Kalen is within 15 feet of Malagos... Oh no, it's a check, not a save. God damn, I swear.
We just went over that.
I need a strength check, right?
Yeah, because, yeah.
You could also use intimidation.
I don't need to.
As Kalen comes from one side, easily slipping through the crowd like the elf that she is, she ends up coming up on Seren's back as Malagos just starts, reaching out an arm and not grabbing the people, but just using her forearm to adjust them to the side. Other arm, adjust person to the side as she just parts the crowd in her own way to come up to Seren in the crowd.
Kalen says, coming up to Seren behind her, do you want me to get you out of here?
I could get myself out if I wanted to.
You're okay?
She's got like I think she's got like 2 bouquets now. She's like,
Oh,
people
no,
gave me
no.
stuff.
No.
Oh no.
You have...
Oh no.
Oh no.
You are holding 4 bouquets, and there are 6 more at your feet right now.
Do you want one, Caitlin?
Is that a rare Quicksilver Chrysanthemum?
Take it. Take 2. If you take 2, and Malagos, you can take these 2, and I'll take these 3.
Do you know how much these bouquets are worth? We can't sell them, but they're worth a lot.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you to take them.
We're carrying them for her.
Oh, of course. Anything else, Your Majesty?
Hands.
There's one man in the crowd that's around Seren. Miss, I have great land, and just be my wife, and I'll make sure that you're taken care of. Just dance for me.
Seren's gonna hold up her wrist and see this bracelet. It was a gift from a very close male friend of mine. Sorry.
Seren has somebody?
Please
Rabbit.
go away. And Seren's gonna get a path of all the flowers to Malagos and slip into the crowd and disappear.
I'm gonna poke at Seren. Hey, you should tell us about this person.
Nope.
Is
Too many
that...
people.
Wait, is that the person that I think it is?
Yes.
A rabbit.
Oh, Seren.
Kalen
Seren,
is going to sit down on the floor with the bouquets and count petals, taking notes.
Seren, to slip away
Over here.
from people who are watching you from pretty much all sides into the crowd. This is going to be a stealth check with disadvantage with a very high DC. Because yes, you are able to make the hide action as a bonus action, but you still have to break line of sight to do that.
Can Malagos assist by trying to put herself between Seren and the people?
Sure.
Fox is gonna try to help.
Okay. She can have a regular roll. instead of disadvantage.
Folks, I'm sorry. Oh,
As I slip away, I say to Malagos, if they have any other goodies for me, you can take them and bring them to me later.
You made it by
Like,
3.
oh.
Nice.
So that was not
You
even
gave
carry
her an
concerns.
impossible DC.
Yeah.
Not
No,
impossible for me, though.
No, that's what
could
it's.
slip away. Malagos is going to
It's
say,
the
alright,
D-
folks,
It's the
If you have any
DC called
more-
practically impossible.
if you have any more gifts for my friend, please hand them here, and I will ensure she receives them in tonight.
The
There's-
superhero will take the bouquets.
There's kind of a dejected groan from those gathered round as when Malagos speaks up and their attention goes to Malagos. Seren, you're able to slip around Malagos and, removing the enchantment from your armor, slip into the crowd unseen.
Kaylin whispers to Malagos, "We do have a trump word that we can say that gets everyone to pay attention to us if we need to.
No,
It's a
no,
shame, I guess.
no.
We don't want people to know we were here."
No.
We don't need to use it everywhere.
I could make a
Fine.
scene.
This is- Don't you even dare. And she's gonna look at you, Hawks, like, don't test me.
You don't even know what I was gonna do.
You already
Kaylin-
mentioned something and got people upset.
Kaylin is going to throw silver sparks into the air and says, "In honor of our Silvarie goddess."
What, Malagos?
Silvarie.
Okay.
Our
In
protector.
honor of the mighty Malagos.
No.
Saren's
No.
already slipped away, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
we know.
God.
We just like the attention.
Oh, okay.
No, Malagos is literally like, let me collect the shit and then I'm leaving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as...
Kaylin,
Go ahead, sorry.
Kaylin's bundling up armfuls of flowers and going, "I can do so many things."
Yes, Seren, if you do the things.
She said we could have them.
No, I said you could take them back to me.
They're mine now.
No. They're
Sorry, Kaylin, those are hers.
Kaylin
It's not
says,
okay.
We are pack mules for this moment.
"Just try and stop me."
As...
No, come on, I can pick you up. Let's not play this.
Teleports.
As they
Oh.
as
You
they
wanna
begin to
teleport?
realize Seren has vanished, they all begin to disperse and leave you guys standing there with the bouquets and the declarations of love and adoration, the different colored ribbons, and even a small little bag of candy that was probably left by some young boy.
I want to see this though. Kaylin was like, teleport. Oh, please. Please do. Let me see it.
So, being specific, I am teleporting to a previously well-studied location. I'm teleporting back to the inn that we were at.
Just you and Malagos?
No, just me.
Just Kaylin.
Okay.
Just which one?
Freaking Kaylin.
Give me
Kaylin.
that D100 roll.
Oh no.
Oh, I love this. This brings me joy.
65, yeah.
You challenged it, Kaylin. Or you challenged it, Malagos.
Oh no. You
A few rose petals flushed to the ground where I was.
Yeah, the magic kind of just poofs, leaving a ripple as Kaylin uses a charge from the of teleportation. And sure enough, Kaylin, you end up right back where you popped in before. This time, Gloriana is seemingly cleaning up the bar And when you pop in, she runs right into you and drops a bunch of mugs, a few of them shattering along the floor.
Can I make a dexterity save to catch some of the mugs?
Sure, I'll give you that.
Dexterity check will save.
It would be a save because it's reactive. 25. Out of the 3 mugs that she drops, you're able to catch 2. 1 shattering. Oh, what? Oh,
I'm just glad it didn't appear inside of you. Oh, jeez.
what? She kind of reaches up and slaps you. She can't reach your face because she's a dwarf. How dare you even insinuate such things?
Oh, no, I mean quite literally half of my body would be inside half of your... It's not a pleasant process.
You're lucky you already paid for your rooms. Bruce, I'm coming back into the kitchen. And she pushes past you and just walks into the kitchen.
You're gonna get this poor dwarf to fucking hate us.
Kaelin puts the mugs on
already.
Kaelin puts the mugs on the bar and goes to sit in the corner and wait for Seren. But we'll just knock politely on the kitchen door.
As you're setting down the mugs, you can hear Gloriana inside. And it just appeared there again, and they're gonna give me a heart attack. I'm not gonna make it till the morning. Silvarie, help me. And as you knock, the door slowly opens, and the large Goliath is standing there, blocking the entire doorway, and just stares down at you with a very intent and very glowering stare.
I give one of the bouquets and I say, please tell her that I'm sorry.
Takes the bouquet and slowly closes the door, his eyes staring at you the entire time until the door blocks their vision.
I go and sit down.
Oh, you have not made friends. Yeah, Amalios would have made her back the second Kaelin disappeared.
Well, it took you a while to get out here. Remember, you had to walk from the town, up the cliff, to the shrine.
No, I'm just saying, like, Amalios would have started heading back the second Kaelin disappeared.
I'm walking back with Malagos.
Okay, so we'll follow the group for a little bit. Is there anything you guys...
Yeah, I think I was there and I'd be following.
Okay.
You abandoned your wife in a crowd.
He's fine.
She's more capable than I am in crowds.
Yes.
Goodbye.
It's okay, Kyrie's used to it.
Any discussion for the way down?
You know, Kyrie, I have a question.
Sure.
You know, also, just out of character clarification, Malagos married Kyrie and Kaelin, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. I just had to verify that for myself. Malagos would look at Kyrie and be like, how often does Kaelin just poof from you? Like, you know, I married you too, you think that's... Ugh.
Quite often, but she's not doing it to be, like, malicious or hurtful or anything. She just kind of...
Gets ahead of herself?
Yeah. She gets excited and she just goes, boop, and gone.
Yes.
She always finds her way back to me, though.
I need to teach her how to slow down.
I've tried.
Wait. I'm used to you guys saying that about me.
Yeah, it applies to you, too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I guess he's gonna look at Hawks like, really? Really? We just had a conversation.
I'm perfectly innocent.
I think you're perfectly ignorant of it. On purpose.
Just a few.
Oh, no, no. I will give Hawks that benefit. I don't think Hawks is ignorant of it on purpose. Hawks just forgets that not everyone loves his god the same way that he does, and it's. Just,
Wait, I'm used to you all saying that about me.
You're not the one who just recently yelled, Ixen demands patience.
You're not there. You teleported
Not
away.
there.
Yep.
I mean,
We're just gonna tap Malagos.
Here, does anyone else want to like help
Inside.
me carry all this stuff?
I can help.
Has like her arms full.
I'll take
Kyrie will take a couple bouquets.
What were you saying, Lanyard?
I said Lanyard's just gonna tap Malagos on the side.
Yes.
That person that was sweating that let's call it oil.
The flammable substance?
He got sent home and he's asleep on his bed.
You will leave him alone. That man has been through
Oh,
enough.
I will leave him alone, but what happens when he lights a candle near his bed?
Did anybody brief him about what happened?
He was too drunk to even speak to us.
Hopefully someone was smart enough to stay with him.
I was told he was sent home.
Okay, but you told his co-workers that he was flammable, right?
Seren would.
Lanyard just kind of shrugs.
Lanyard. You
I tried
told
to
his...
help. I got pulled into this little wooden hut thing with fire.
Lanyard would know Seren told the priesty dude that he was flammable.
I don't think I was there when you were doing that.
Oh.
Do we let the dice decide?
Oh, the DM knows.
Oh no.
Lanyard's gonna go. We tried, and then continue walking.
Kyrie's gonna look around to see if any houses look like they're on fire. Or exploded or anything.
At the moment,
I...
the town itself... Oh, give me a perception check, Kyrie.
Okay.
You guys are at a pretty good vantage point to see the town below. But Kyrie, I don't know. Something about your eyes haven't adjusted back to the darkness after the bright light of the performance yet.
Darn these human eyes. I can't see anything. Can you guys see if there's anything crazy going on at town? It's too dark right now for me.
Oh, Ghost is gonna look.
I'm gonna try to look too.
Go ahead.
Lanyard's gonna keep walking.
I had a feeling that wasn't gonna go well. I have bouquets in my face.
That's exactly it. You must be allergic to one of the flowers in there. Maybe it's a dragon rose because your allergies are...
Wow!
Maybe Kaylin shouldn't have left us.
I'm completely oblivious.
Hawks gets lost on the way back.
I start walking the opposite way back up the hill, and everyone's walking the other way.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
Apparently I'm not perceptive enough to notice that.
No.
You guys are making your way down the cliffside. And it takes a little bit of time, but you eventually... I mean, it's like 20 minutes or so of a walk. It's, you know, it's a nice night. It's clear. The stars are out. It's a beautiful night. The moonlight is even kind of reflecting off of the lake and kind of making these ripples in the distant clouds.
It's very pretty out here. Hey, wait, where is everybody?
I was gonna say, did he see the water and get distracted? See some fish.
No, the perception check isn't gonna make him walk the other way. That was just being funny.
Aw, come on.
No.
Don't you know? You never split the party.
It's a well marked path. It's a well traveled path because they go up to the shrine all the time.
Fine.
And as you walk down the path, the view of Drake Song Lake becomes less and less as the trees begin to block the view and the town becomes clearer and clearer. And for the moment, everything seems normal. There's, the lantern lights, but nothing overly ablaze seems to be occurring.
We should go for a swim.
I like the fact that you added for the moment.
No.
Why not?
Because
Look at all the stuff we're taking home.
So, I'll just leave it on the edge of the water.
So someone can steal it, Seren, kill ya!
Eh,
She worked hard for this.
fine.
Just swim in the bathtub like you usually do.
I just make those glub glub noises.
Is that what you do? Is that why I keep hearing weird ass noises at night when I'm trying to sleep?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He snores, but it's just splashing. It's
It's.
Gosh. You're
I'm
ridiculous.
sorry, okay? I have sleep apnea or whatever it's called.
I can actually probably try to heal you of that if you want.
Sure.
Cool. Come here. Wait. Never mind. I don't have the energy for that spell. Tomorrow. Unless, Kyrie, do you have the energy for that?
Probably, but let's get home first. You never know what shenanigans may arise. With our luck.
As you guys make your way back to the Gentle Voice, you find Kaylin sitting in the bar as Gloriana has finally come back out and continued cleaning, shooting very disturbing glances at the wood elf in the corner. And for right now, right there, that's where we're going to take our 10-minute break. Welcome back, everyone, back to Journeys in Djruthourhi. We had a nice little break. As you could tell, it got a little nuts over here, like it normally does. I think I'm going to start recording the off times when we're not broadcasting, and maybe...
Oh no.
But some of the stuff we talk about needs to be like behind a paywall, so maybe that's going to be a use for the Patreon.
Look, you can say
Yeah.
Fair enough.
you call it
normal if they
Behind the Veil with Djruthourhi.
Behind
I
the
don't
dragon's
know.
wing.
I think it's a cool idea.
Oh, I like that name.
I'm not doing well.
And for those
Yeah.
watching, you'll see that Garganos, son of Daniel, has joined us tonight.
Daniel.
Hello.
Look at
Oh
his
no,
beard.
Daniel.
Daniel. Look at his beard. It's fantastic.
Everybody's got their little icons that are lighting up perfectly. I think for the next game, I'm gonna put all the icons down at the bottom and kind of make them a little bit bigger and like layer them so they kind of look like they're just sitting at the bottom. I don't know. I'll play around with it.
I kind of want to.
You
mention
could really
one
put
thing
it
real
around
quick.
the table.
Around the
I
table.
want to mention something really quick.
Sure.
What's
Mine is smaller than everybody else's. I'm gonna take
Because
my
you're
size.
small.
You're a gnome.
You're short. Get used to it.
I'm tall for my size. Thank you.
You're tall for your size.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, we are back at the Gentle Voice. Gloriana keeping a wary eye on Kaylin as Kaylin sits in the corner and waits for her party to come down from the shrine. At this point, what do I do with my pen? At this point, the tavern's kind of emptied out because everybody had went to the shrine, and you guys appear to be the first to come back. Yeah, you enter the tavern. It's quiet. Gloriana's cleaning up. Bruce is back in the kitchen, assumedly. And that's where we'll pick up.
Assumedly. Does Gloria... That's not right. Gloriana, do you have any vases or anything I might be able to purchase?
Vases. I don't know. With all the glassware broken around here because that one keeps appearing and disappearing at random intervals, I don't think I could take it. So no, there are no vases. There are no vases anywhere. Not here, not there. All broken, all on the floor. 'Cause of that one.
Well, I guess I'm gonna look at Kate and be like, what did you do? Or should I say, what happened?
We're just lucky that it didn't botch, because if it had botched, something more concerning
Okay.
could have been broken.
Can you like study the outside of this place? So if you ever teleport, you pop out at the outside and not the inside? Maybe?
Teleporting into the street is more dangerous.
Right, gave me a heart attack, she almost did.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I've told you I'm sorry.
Sorry, ain't gonna make the cups unbroke.
No, but my beautiful wife can.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I do believe I can mend them. Do you still have the pieces?
Yes. And she kind of goes
If you
behind the
bring-
counter.
Alex is gonna offer to pick up the pieces for Gloriana, so she doesn't have to.
And there's been 20 minutes since it was broken, so she's already swept it up and put it in the trash bin.
Oh.
She goes around the bar and drags the trash bin around to the front. It's all in there.
Alright. I'll start trying to piece things together and using mending on them each break that I can figure out.
I'm gonna.
Oh dear.
Find each break that.
They're cantrips, so it's okay.
So Kaylin
can't
and
you-
Kyrie are going to try and piece together this mug, correct?
Yeah.
I feel like Kyrie bails out Kaylin a lot on things.
Kyrie, can't you just take them in a pile and use mending on the pile and it would fix itself, or no?
It's a single break or tear in an object.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, so this is
Gonna
what
take a while.
this is what we're gonna do. First of all, I'm gonna say that a puzzle has to do with perception. So
Oh no.
so here's your choice. Either you both can roll perception and I can take the average, or one of you can roll perception with advantage.
I think we both know the best option here.
Kaylin, it'd be really good if you sort the pieces, hand them to Kyrie.
So, Caitlin's hands are gonna start moving faster, and it's gonna be like, oh, and this piece goes here, and this piece goes here. Oh, and here's the handle that fits on here. There you go, babe.
Okay, so first of all, you can't crit a skill check.
I know.
But because that is a high roll, it's going to take you guys about a half hour to work on that. So for the next half hour of time, Kaylin and Kyrie will be sifting through the garbage, finding the pieces of this mug, and one after another, slowly piecing it together over a half hour's time. While they're doing that, would anyone else like to do anything?
I just would like to take the shit up to her and Seren's room. Like the flowers and everything.
Hey,
Like she's
you
gonna
share the room
once
with
more.
me too.
trying to bundle up everything into her arms. Look at Hawk and say, "Alright, let's go. Lead me to the room. I can't see shit."
I grab her arm and just start guiding her up to the room.
So the three rooms are not next to each other this time either. They're kind of spread out. One's at the end of the hall, one's at the beginning of the hall, and one's on the opposite side of the hall in the middle. So you guys won't be sharing walls.
good.
So with 3 rooms, who's staying in each one? Who's staying at the one at the end of the hall first? Let's say that.
Seren, you pick for us.
Seren, Hawks, and Malagos are on the one on the end.
Start of the hall on the right. Who's at the one at the start of the hall?
Odd. Lanyar.
And
And Garganol.
Okay.
And then in
And
the middle is
probably
middle of the hall.
Ragavan, if Ragavan's still with us, is sharing a room with Odd and Lanyar as well.
They're just a book, yeah.
Yeah.
So who's that leaving the other one?
Rag,
We got
Odd, Lanyard, Card.
Kaylin, Kyrie, and that's it.
Yeah. Oh, we gave the married couple their own room. Ugh.
I think we all know why that is by this point.
Oh, look, and you're away from everyone. You can be as loud as you want. Just don't wake us, please and thank you.
We'll consider it.
Malagos, my dude, you wouldn't wake up anyway.
Look, yeah, I get tired, and I'm out. You're the
I'm
one who keep-
underwater when I'm out, so
All right. Again, there's a half hour of time while Kyrie and Kaylin put their puzzle together. Is there anything anyone else would like to do as Malagos takes the flowers and the gifts up to her, Hawks, and Seren's room? Soon the room is filled almost every flat surface with flowers.
oh dear God.
Are Lanyar and Garganoth still in the bar area?
Yeah, unless you guys want to go somewhere else. I mean, you guys entered the bar. It's empty. Pretty much Gloriana's cleaning up. And right now, Kaylin and Kyrie have sat down and began piecing together a glass puzzle.
Lanyar is gonna turn to Garganoth and go, "You remember that guy, the sweat?"
The guy with the what?
With the sweat, the flammable sweat.
I'm not sure I like where you're going with this, but go on. Oh, yes, the guy from the... Yes, at the bar, yes.
Yes. I can't shake this feeling that something might be wrong.
Okay.
So, as you remember, I made the potion.
Uh-huh.
He drank the potion. He started sweating. The sweat was flammable.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it lasts. Or
Okay,
if it
Lanyar...
ever stops.
Garganoth lowers his tone. Lanyar, we need to have a talk about trying experimental potions on people. It's not ethical.
I agree, and I should do it.
I
more
know he
often,
asked
that's
for it,
not
but
the point.
no, Lanyar, no. Lanyar, this has to do with this. Remember that big explosion, that big bomb thing you made, and
The one where
you know
the
that.
archer shot the thing and then
Yeah,
exploded. and had
yeah.
nothing to do with it. Yes, that. Yeah.
Yeah, not so loud. Yeah, that thing. This is along the same lines of things that we need to be careful with, and maybe not give people lifelong ailments of things potentially.
Right, but I feel like I should create another one of these potions because I have no idea how long it lasts, and I need to do testing to find out if it ever stops.
That's a good idea. Something like an antidote in case it doesn't go away on its own, right? It's a great idea.
Right, but in order to do the antidote, I need a subject to test the antidote on. So now, hear me out. If I make this potion, and are you thirsty by chance?
Lanyar, are you serious? Are you asking me what I think you're about to ask me?
I'm asking if you want to get a drink and find somebody to test a potion.
Are you implying that I am that person if I am drunk enough?
Lanyard is gonna stop, and then he's gonna take out the vial with the frog in it. Maybe it doesn't have to be a person.
Lanyard, it's a helpless animal.
Would you rather I try it on a person?
No. What makes you even think that whatever you're making is gonna work?
Lanyard's just gonna shrug.
Garganoth is very slowly going to pull out his bag of pine needles. He is not going to try to be subtle about it, and then he will prick Lanyard very harmlessly in the arm.
I mean, yeah, Lanyard, it's odd, but Garganoth pokes you with a fistful of pine needles, and it kind of hurts. One. Oh, just one?
Just one.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no. Oh.
Excellent.
12. Yeah, it sticks. It sticks in.
Acupuncture.
Lanyard's gonna look down at his arm, look up at Garganoth, and then just go, "Are you sure you're not thirsty? I can cook something up."
Garganoth picks it up, and then even in a more gentle way pokes him again.
Stop that. So, how am I gonna figure out if this person will survive ever?
Well, I don't know. You're the alchemist. If you took a sample of his sweat, which also is gross but necessary, would that? Can you analyze it somehow? Do you have like a centrifuge thingy? How does this stuff work?
A central what?
You know, the thing that you put like a little beaker in and then it spins. You spin it really fast, and I don't know why they do that, but it looks cool.
I don't appreciate being called little.
I wasn't calling you little, but
Anyhow,
now that you brought it up, I mean, you did say it yourself. I'm not the one that said it.
Lydia's gonna go, anyhow, yes, I like where your head is at. I love the train of thought, but I don't have that file.
Lanyard, I'm gonna be straight with you. I just feel like this is gonna be some convoluted story into how we're gonna take this person with us, and they're gonna be like your little chemical farm, this walking, breathing chemical farm, and make explosives out of it, or this and that. And I'm crazy, right, for thinking that? Like, that's not something you would do, right?
No, I mean, that was definitely an option. The other option was the frog.
Garganoth doesn't know what to say. He's not upset. He just doesn't know what to say.
The frog is just.
You're just gonna slowly shake the vial with the frog in it.
Lanyard. What does your gut tell you?
Maybe I shouldn't do it on a person.
Okay. That's good.
Unless
like
it's a
it.
new potion, in which case I should try it on a person because I need to know what the effects it has on a person.
Okay, what do you need to make sure this is a safe and successful experiment?
Safe? Oh.
Yes, safe. For everybody in the inn, including us. And yourself.
I mean, it's contained in this vial. I don't think it's going to be not safe.
Okay, so what would we have to do in this very hypothetical scenario?
I remake the potion that I gave to the person, and then I make the frog drink it, and then see when or if it stops producing. Do frogs sweat?
Kaylin calls from across the bar.
Kaylin, with your high roll of puzzling, you are laser focused on that and that alone. Garganoth, give me a nature check.
Nature check. Okay.
Garganoth, you know the answer to that question.
Probably from a rant that Caitlin has gone on.
Garganoth will repeat what Kaylin said about the mucus and stuff.
Frogs do not sweat.
So I think I remember. I don't know if Kaylin mentioned it or if something, but I feel like I hear Kaylin's voice saying that they don't sweat and they just produce mucus. Which, when you think of it, wouldn't that be like gooey frog sweat? I don't know. It's all so confusing. But by definition, I don't think they sweat, but they also do, but they don't. While also
Lanyar
doing.
has tuned you out completely after you said mucus, and is now thinking of all the possibilities of a somewhat sticky mucus that he can possibly have with explosives.
Lanyard, what's that look on your face?
I think we should definitely try it on the frog. Or anything
Okay.
else that excretes something sticky.
That's very oddly specific, but I trust you.
Lanyar goes from nodding his head to like slowly saying, "No, you should definitely do that."
Garganoth is gonna insight check Lanyard to see if he's being bamboozled.
I don't think you have advantage on the insight.
Probably not.
Oh, look, it's mirrored.
So Garganoth, what Lanyard, what is Garganoth insight from you?
Lanyard gets the feeling that Lanyard doesn't even trust himself.
Oh no. Okay, how about if we mix this potion, we do it outdoors? I think that's the safest.
The potion is safe. That's not the issue.
Uh,
The sweat.
I think a frog would feel much more comfortable not sweating, but also sweating outdoors, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so you want me to let a possibly flammable sweating frog loose so it can hop around and spread its sweat mucus all over the town?
No, but Lanyard, we use lanterns in here. If something's flammable, then could set the whole inn on fire, ruin people's
think-
livelihoods and
I
means of
think
income.
we should speak to Caleb.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
Kaelin knows more about nature than both of us, and I think Kaelin will know if I should find a different test subject or a human or a person instead.
You're probably right.
Kaelin?
As you guys walk over to the table where Kaelin and Kyrie are working, they have about 3/4 of this mug finished by now. Go on.
Lanyar is gonna kind of just shove the mug that they're working on aside and put the vial with the frog on there.
Keelan looks up. I am
Garganoth is just smiling in the background.
I'm trying to focus to mend bridges so that I don't get murdered in my sleep.
That's great. Question: do frogs sweat?
No, they excrete mucus. It's not really sweat. It acts as kind of a defense, a second layer of external skin to stop them from having damage.
Well, I'm just gonna spill what my train of thought is because I don't think you gave me any information that I find useful. So, Lanyard is gonna give it a quick shake. So try to get it to stop ribbiting. I think he's gonna go. So, that person with the sweat.
Yes.
He drank a potion that I made.
I was briefed.
We have no idea how long it lasts. We have no idea if it stops lasting. We have no idea what the long-term effects are or the short-term effects are. Or wow, Ledger's gonna churn at the ball and take out his at the vial and take out his wand. We have, as I was saying, we have no idea how long it's gonna last or if it's gonna ever stop. And there's currently a person who's sweating flammable substance in a bed in their house with candles and fire, and we don't
Right.
know if it's ever gonna stop.
And what kind of architecture is around here? Like, are the houses very close together, or is there enough gap for, you know?
It's not here. It's over by the festival, I assume.
Well, his house will be in town.
I have no idea where his house is.
The general area.
Lanyar is gonna put over his finger and says, "Hang on 1 second," and go out the door and just take a quick look around.
I believe I described them as almost Nordic in construction style. But if not, I apologize to our viewers, and I will retcon history later on.
So, is there considerable amount of space in between buildings, or is it likely for a fire that starts in a single building to jump to another one?
Well, here in the middle of town, buildings are built fairly close together as the main, the main structures of like town hall and infirmary and general store and inns and everything are pretty close together like any other business district of a town. As you branch out from the middle, the houses, of course, get further and further apart.
Would you say they're mainly made out of wood?
What you're telling me, Lanyar, and what you failed to bring to our attention before I started constructing a mug is that there is a bomb in the city of your creation that could go off at any time.
Worried
Not just
rabbit.
but in fact one that will set fire to surrounding houses if it is in a bad position.
Lanyar is gonna go, "Not at all. What I'm telling you is that you were warned about the issue, and then you got too high for your head and teleported away before we finished with the issue, and now we're here, you constructing a mug."
Okay.
I mean, Lanyar's gonna try and go, I mean, we can just skip it.
That's not how we do things. My love, do we know anything about the gentleman who Lanyar experimented on?
Not really. I kind of just heard. Maybe go upstairs and knock on Malagos's door and see if she knows more? Because I think she was there.
Okay. It's okay, Lanyar. You didn't know what the potion was going to do. And if I had known that there was going to be a ongoing issue, I would not have left.
There was no issue. I gave a drink to somebody who asked for it.
Wait, what's with the frog?
Oh, I was gonna make another potion, but instead of giving it to a human, because then we would have to hold them hostage and see how long it lasts, and then hopefully not pay him because I don't have any money, and deal with all that nonsense. I was gonna make the frog drink it and see if we can determine how long it's gonna last from the frog before. I mean, obviously, if the person lights on fire, we're gonna know that he lit on fire, but before all that, we would know more about the potion that I created. Plus, I would be able to harvest the mucus, hopefully the mucus or sweat that this thing would have done, and then use it to experiment.
Oh, okay. Well, if that works, then fine. Make sure that you keep the frog alive, and also, the mechanisms and I've dissected a couple of frogs in my time when I was very little big. The mechanisms by which that their mucus is excreted, it differs slightly from the way that most humanoids uh, release their sweat, but it is quite similar to how Hawks does it. So at least we would
Maybe I should try it on
oh,
Hawks.
No, 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 Lanyard, no. Not on real people. We talked about this. Was your idea.
Hawks is a fish.
But Hawks is a person.
Oh God.
Are fish people?
okay. Well, I might need some help from
Hmm.
yourself, Malagos, maybe Seren, because we probably need to go seek out the person who is still quite possibly flammable before they burn down half the city.
Lanyard's gonna reach into his bag of holding and take out the dragon scale medallion and be like, the person who did the speech thing and gave me this necklace, he said that some people over there might know where he lives, but he doesn't, and I should probably ask somebody.
Do sweaty people really go around rubbing themselves on everything around the city, though? Is that something they do?
Whether or not it's rubbed on every surface in the city, it's more if it's pooling in a single location. From the experiment that Seren told me about, this stuff is rather volatile.
You
He could be
surface
playing
dwellers
this
are
really cool.
interesting.
Sorry.
It's hilarious.
Kyrie, my love, would you like to come with us?
Oh, rubbing people on surfaces.
Yeah, let's see if we can have this cup put somewhere safe so we can finish fixing it when we get back. We're almost there, and I definitely want to fix it.
I do love doing puzzles with you.
Let's just go put this in our room real quick.
You could do more puzzles together if you were around more.
Wow.
I didn't come here to be attacked, Seren.
Not even in the room.
Yeah, I don't think Seren was even there, unless she just popped up out of nowhere.
Which she can.
I
It's stealthy enough.
Doing.
Like,
I
I think
kind of
Malagos would
lightly
notice.
run up the stairs and bang on Malagos's door.
What?
What? Who's where?
Malagos, I don't want to necessarily yell what I'm gonna
Just
say
open the
halfway
door.
across the inn, so maybe if you came to the door, I could tell you.
The door's
Glove,
open.
glove,
It's unlocked. It's
Pardon?
unlocked. Come in.
I come in and I say in a quieter voice, Malagos, so you know how there was a gentleman who was very flammable? We're not entirely
No.
sure that anyone, escorted him home in any way, nor are we sure that he knows exactly what's happening to him, and I am concerned, at least, that it may burn down half the city if it makes contact with an ignition point of some kind.
Oh. Oh God. I'll be honest. I don't have anything at the moment to find said person.
Do you remember what they looked like?
Malagos is going to attempt to remember what this person looks like.
I don't think
Dumey.
Malagos ever got a good look at him.
I
The
thought
only
she did.
person that might have gotten a good look at him would have been
Seren did.
possibly Seren. Seren and possibly Garganoth. I don't think Garganoth was reckoned with me. I think
I
Seren's
thought
the
Belly
one.
at least like noticed Lanyar over with this person.
Well,
Yeah, I don't think I was at the table with you.
I know that Seren saw him. Do you know where Seren is?
Is Seren in the room? Or did she slip off? Seren, are you here?
Seren said that we're still on the roof, unless I heard.
You guys don't know I'm on the roof, but that's just where I went after the
No,
party.
yeah, but I'm saying.
Would Malagos have seen Seren slip out of the room or anything?
Never came back to the inn. Just went straight to the top of the roof.
Oh.
It wouldn't be a hop, skip, and a jump for you guys to think she might be on the roof, though. Like, let's be honest.
She does it often, doesn't she?
She's usually nearby, isn't she?
She
We always leave for
not
tomorrow.
far off.
I
I have an
I
idea.
wonder
Hang
if
on. Malagos is gonna go to the window and open the window
Okay.
and just yell at the window, going, "Hey, Seren!" Just yell it out the window.
And I'm gonna be like sitting at the gutter. And I'm gonna look at her and be like, you don't do subtle. Well.
Have you
Hearing
seen my
Seren's
armor?
voice, I'm gonna slip underneath Malagos, stick my head out the window, and say, "Do you remember what the guy, what the guy who was sweating,
The oily
blamed-
man. Do you know where he is? Or do you remember what he
I
looked
don't
like?
know where he is, but I know that he was in charge of lighting the fire for the ceremony, so someone must know his name.
Okay, can you write up a description, and we're gonna go looking for him.
I can try. What would that roll be for, Dumey?
Are you speaking the description or drawing?
Speaking.
Well, first of all, give me a history check. 21. Okay.
Yeah,
As you described the elf that Lanyar had experimented on, I believe I called him Alonzo. That feels
think it was
right.
so.
Yeah. You give a fairly accurate description to the best of your recollection. And after a few minutes of this, Kaylin, you have a pretty good description to go off of.
Thank you, Seren. Would you like to come and help?
Are the streets busy?
I kind of need to supervise the gnome.
I'll stay here. I'm actually pretty tired. I can go to sleep.
Or I could use some company at least. Kylie's
is-
coming, but
It is almost 11 p.m.
Well, I should note, Malagos actually has her armor off.
All Seren asks is if the streets are busy or if they're quiet.
sound.
The streets are fairly quiet. There's still a few people out and about, but you can tell that things have wound down. The festivities are winding down, and people are on their way home. It is very late, even for a festival night.
Cool. Seren's going to join you.
Our rogue ran out of spoons.
Your rogue doesn't like people. And it was nice, don't get me wrong, it was nice helping them and, you know, getting a chance to do something different. I just don't like being in big crowds where everyone wants to talk to me and see me and look at me and propose and give. I mean, the giving gifts part was nice, but I don't like getting proposed to or being the center of attention. It's not my happiness.
Oh well, we get to skulk around and do some investigating.
That sounds.
You love skulking. You do that, I'm staying in the room. I'm gonna
Kaylin's gonna hug
Jasmine again.
Malagos.
I'm gonna go sleep in the bathroom.
Hawks, before you sleep, actually, Kaylin, before you leave,
Yes.
you know Jasmine, right? Yeah. Here's her letter, in case you wanted to read it over again.
Oh, thank you. This may in fact be helpful.
Oh, I guess
I was gonna look it over, but I
I'll add Kaylin to the note.
I never got to look at like her writing before, but like just want to make sure, because I know Jasmine is like, I've never gotten a letter from Jasmine before. Have you seen Jasmine's writing?
It's kind of scratchy.
The letter is under
mean it's-
knowledge now for you.
Is there anything you want me to look for? Because we are kind of probably running against the clock, or against possibly against the fuse.
You know what? No, you're right. Go look for that. I'll keep a hold of this.
I come back downstairs with Seren. I say, Kairi, Garganoth, Lanyar, you guys coming?
No, Lanya's going to bed.
Yep.
Ox is going to bed. I thought.
I'll
Yeah.
come help.
Oh, hey, before I do go to bed, Malagos, can I see that letter?
Oh, why? Do you want to verify that I wasn't fucking with you about Jasmine saying she forgave you? Here. Confirm with your own eyes, my friend.
Okay. Thank you.
And Hawks now has access to the letter that's in the knowledge.
Also, I'll have you know, I know she wasn't messing with me. She and I had a very long and lovely talk.
Oh, and how did that go, my friend? My fishy friend.
He blushes. Purple. Very purple.
Is this your first crush?
No? Maybe? I don't know what you're talking about.
He's used to crushing depths, not crushing on people.
You're not there,
Shut up, Kaylin!
Come here, come sit down. Malagos gonna sit on her bed and like pat the spot next to her and be like, your scales are turning purple.
Okay.
You like Jasmine?
Maybe?
Have you told Jasmine how you feel?
I, just stay silent.
Or do you just want to stay friends with Jasmine?
I don't know. It's complicated, okay?
Oh, it'll be fine. Just be yourself around Jasmine. I'm sure it'll work itself out, whatever it is.
Yeah, you ever notice that, this whole thing with this person sweating this oil is possibly gonna be a replay of the Capitol?
I hope it's not. I really, really need to rest and get energy back because if we had to get
I'd
into,
rather
like,
our group not be known for leaving craters wherever we go.
Look, we were renowned 2 years ago, and now I feel like if this keeps happening, it's gonna go very bad. I
Kaylin
hope.
comes back up the stairs rushing and says, wait, can I see that note again?
Hawks hands it over to
No,
her.
wait, Hawks, you wanted to verify that you were looking at it.
I say there's a code.
Wait, what?
In the note, there were capitals in the wrong place. I glanced at it. I noticed them. I thought there was bad writing. No.
I thought you just had terrible handwriting.
I say B E W.
Malagos like
A,
is pulling out a parchment and like writing this
E,
down.
T. She writes all of them down, and then puts spaces in.
Oh,
This
no,
is
wait,
where
I'm putting spaces.
wait, go.
is doing something.
Oh.
Go through it for the audience.
Okay, so we have the B
Uh-huh.
E W A R E.
Uh-huh.
T H E, the T from then neighbors, and then E from them, the C from the start of could. After house, there's the capital H in there. Then we have the U at the end of U. Then it's R, C, H. So beware the church.
Are we keeping we're keeping our voices down during this, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is. Where's my notepad? It's beware the hiding something.
Malago's looking at Kyrie going, we have this in takedown, right? Like, this thing that you just found. We have it right.
I pass over the leaf.
Okay. Take that note. The letter. Please. I'm gonna burn it.
Beware the church is hiding something. Okay.
Yeah, we should burn the letter.
That's not great.
Yeah, that's not.
That makes sense because when I had my talk with Jessamine, I told her to be careful with that. Frickin'. I forgot his name. But anyways, that's not important. I told her to be careful about him, and she said she knew.
He's technically our boss now.
The head of something.
He's the new Magister of the Adventurers Guild.
That's it. I couldn't remember as a player.
Does Malago get the letter back, by the way?
Yeah, I passed the letter back.
Yeah, she takes out her tinderbox and just lights this on fire.
In the fireplace?
Yes!
Seren's gonna say, oh, while you're burning those papers, let me quickly grab some stuff. So Seren, like, pulled out, like, a stack of papers and be like, can you burn these
Seren,
ones?
what are those?
And I'm gonna pour some of my alcohol on it, some of my spirits on, and be like, can you burn these too?
What are they? Okay, Malago's look as she, like, goes to take the papers. Like, just a quick look at the one on top.
I mean, if you want to make a perception check.
Fuck.
And if you're trying to be sneaky about it, give me a stealth.
Oh.
Oh. 10? I mean, it's a success, but not like a grand one. What does she see, Seren?
It looks like a bit of a pay slip.
Oh, well, Malago isn't gonna be too worried about that for now. She'll take them and she'll burn them. Because
Give
nice little
her,
fire
give
going.
her, if the pay slip, give her the first 3 letters of the payer.
Dumey, what's the name of the rich family?
The rich family. Shoot. I thought you were going somewhere else with that. 1 second.
No, this is all of her sketchy stuff she needs to burn.
Stand by.
Does
And
she-
you've been holding them for this long.
Sentimental reasons, you know?
Not that better shit to do. It was like an, oh my god, I haven't done that moment.
Oh shit, I forgot this.
Get you rogue with ADHD.
And a paladin who's ready to kick everyone else should go sleep.
Kaylin's gonna run back down the stairs and go, okay, Garg. We can go now.
I'll walk back and not run.
Kaylin's like, wait.
Oh, anyone who's sleeping in the agitators.
If you can't find it, Dumey, I can say something else that would have been on the pay slip, like my last name or something like that.
I'll find it and give it to him later.
Yeah. But it would have said something like J Swift, housemaid.
That wasn't your name.
Oh, I remember the name you used.
You remember the name you used? That's the name that would have been on that letter.
Salem.
No,
No.
that's the other pseudonym. This one was
Oh.
begins with Maggie.
Maggie.
Yes, you're right, Maggie.
Yeah, so it would have said Maggie O or M. O'Hare. And some people are like, don't read it, just burn it.
Fine. And she chucks him into the fireplace too. Puts a log on top of them, if there's any nearby.
Yeah, there's extra logs by the fireplace.
Cool. There's a log on top of them now to make sure they burn.
Now Hawks is sitting there, worried about Jessamine.
She'll be fine. She can take care of herself.
still can't help but worry.
Oh, look at you in love.
Don't know what you're talking about. I look away, blushing purple again.
It's kind of sickening, really.
She could bench press you while you were sitting on a table. She can look after herself.
She beat my ass. She can take care of herself.
Malagos, you suddenly have the memory of flying across the room. And you don't even have wings.
Does Malagos, like, rub her back a little from where she landed on the stairs?
Oh yeah, there's trauma there.
A bruise that never heals.
It aches when it rains.
Ego.
Any other discussions before bed tonight, our lovely adventurers?
Well, multiple of us are gonna run up to the shrine and try and find out where this guy lives.
No one will be
Middle
there
of the
anymore.
night where everybody's asleep.
Well, it is 1 o'clock, and that sounds like it will be an adventure for our next session next week. So, to our viewers, I thank you for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed this this session of Journeys in Djruthourhi. We revealed a little bit about the Silvarie, a local legend of the town of Pav, and there may be something more sinister about the church, as described by Captain Jessamine Swain. I hope you all join us again next week. Also, keep in mind that Adventures Anonymous is returning tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with our lovely DM Okami. I'll be, of course, Scratch, as always. And I hope to see you all there. We will have our Discord up and running within the next week, working on some final touches to make it a fun and entertaining place for our community to hang out. And with all that said, remember, there's 20 sides to every story. Roll for yours. Have a good night, guys.